Hey guys, it's been a while since I have some. Look at my spooky pajamas here. It's been a while since I've posted, so I'm gonna do three piles to choose from. Okay, pile one will be spooky season. Okay, and it looks like this. And then these are the three cards for that. We're gonna keep it simple for now. Pile two, we have a groovy Halloween. You can just focus, and it has three cards for that. And then you have Stay Spooky, which looks like this. Okay. And then we're going to begin quickly with pile number one. So if you guys chose pile number one, these are your cards. Stay Spooky. It looks like a very fun card. You've got some skulls, pumpkin, pink ghost. Really cute. Alright, so the three cards for the spooky season, first pile is this. Let me just, sorry, one sec. So these are the Halloween Tarot, super nostalgic. It's in a tin, so it's very travel friendly. Okay, first card we have 10 of Imps. So this one looks like there's a lot of stuff piling up on your to-do list, or there's a lot of things for you that you need to do that maybe has been piling up, or you've just been overworking yourself or like having a humongous list and hasn't gotten to doing most of them yet. Okay. That looks like Igor from Frankenstein. So we do have 9 of Imps, so this is like a progression of decreasing your load as well. And putting up proper boundaries so you can focus on your work if you feel like you're too distracted, possibly. Or maybe you have to lessen your burdens or goals so that you can just make it to smaller, more manageable goals. Or you can also like delegate tasks to either members of your family or friends, people that reciprocate your energy, so that you can actually enjoy. She is having a pumpkin here, pumpkin trick or treat. So it's kind of like, so you can enjoy also life without just overworking yourself. To work smarter, not harder, is what I'm getting. And 3 of pumpkins is like, being very proud of the work that you have done, possibly getting help from other people or getting inspired by other people. Pumpkin, it's just like it's turning some fun into something very ordinary and to make it more extraordinary for yourself. All right, and so that's just a quick message for pile number 1, and we're gonna do a little question ball. You guys remember this? So think of a question in your mind and we will see. This is just for fun, entertainment purposes only. The answer to the said question is, what does it say here? It's saying, wait and see. Wait and see. So don't act very harshly. Okay, thank you so much. Pile number 2. Pile 1. So if you feel called to pile 2, maybe look at pile 2. Thank you, pile 1. Hi, pile number 2. So we are going to take a look at your cards. If you chose the Have a Groovy Halloween with the sunglasses, you're being cool as a cucumber here. We've got some bats. So delving into the dark side of things, make it more fun and lighthearted. You got a pumpkin, and if maybe you're a flower person or you give flowers to your loved one or stuff like that. So have a groovy Halloween. So this is your messages. First card we have, this is the Halloween Tarot, super fun and nostalgic in a tin, created by Kipling West. I love it. It's super 90s nostalgic for me. So you have 9 of bats. So there's something that's really keeping you up at night. I don't know if it's guilt, if it's some kind of stress, some kind of anxiety, something is a heavy burden on you, or that is keeping you up at night or haunting you, like these bats, and just won't leave your mind, right? And there is a sun here as well, so maybe you're having a hard time to look at the positive in the situation, as the moon is shedding light on the realities that maybe you have been either neglecting or denying or not be dealing with. Second card is the Four of Ghosts. So it's just like having self-reflection so that you can notice the world around you. And as you can see, there's like someone sharing their treats or I don't know what this is, candy, hot chocolate. So this is almost like soothing yourself and spending some time alone with yourself so that you can, the moon reminds me of manifestation, to see whether or not your manifestations have arisen or not, and if not, why that is, and to not beat yourself up if it hasn't. So drink your hot cocoa, keep yourself warm, make sure that you attend to yourself while you are trying to tackle something that is bothering you. Kind of like having some self-reflection time so that you can kind of assess if you're dissatisfied about something in your life, why that is so, and maybe taking joy in the little things like your favorite treats or snacks or something like that. You might get a little surprise from someone. This looks like the ghost is sneaking up on this person. If you're into spooky stories, whatever you like to listen to, it's kind of like a self-soothing yourself so that you can go to sleep if you have a hard time sleeping, or if you have something that eats up too much of your time, causing you great burden or anxiety mentally, emotionally, or even physically, then you have that time to kind of rest in between, you know. And I don't know what this purple thing over there is, but it kind of reminds me of like being grateful of the little things and, you know, making most of the resources you do have access to. And then we do have here the Five of Imps. So this could be a conflict of what you want versus what others want or demand of you. And this is kind of like trying to sort through that. Now, the thing about this is if you're in limbo and having lack of energy, this competition or like you know, reminds me of Spooktober or Inktober, where people do different drawings every day and then they compare it to other people. You can use that in a way to kind of like motivate yourself and give you energy and inspiration instead of the conflict being a negative thing. Now this could also be literally like negativity or something in the workplace or where you are usually frequenting, or it could be kind of like people around you are fighting if you're not fighting with something internally within yourself. You could be having some disagreements with other people or disagreements with yourself with regards to a decision. So to really take time and self-reflect and give it time for you to make a decision, because so that you can have energy to, you know, get back into the hustle and bustle of life and to hopefully sort out, make a compromise or make peace with yourself, if not with others, about some situations that maybe you have no control over or that other people see differently. All right, so I'm pile number 2. Not only that, but I'm also going to use this. I don't know if it's called the 8-ball, but think of a question. This is for entertainment purposes only, and we'll see what the answer will be. So the answer is saying, it will focus. Oh, it's really bubbling right now. Maybe it's unclear. Oh no, it says, okay, I don't know if you guys can see, but it says dream bigger. So what do you imagine? Something maybe maybe you need to dream bigger for yourself so that you can enjoy a bigger reward, like to not underestimate what you can do in your life, in your own life, and that you deserve good stuff. You deserve happy things, happy people if you've been really down lately. And it may not be specifically what you expected, but that you can achieve your dreams. Okay, now I'm going to go to pile number 3. Thank you, pile number 2. Okay, we're going to serve the 8-ball here. Alright, so pile number 3, if you chose Stay Spooky, this is your little vintage sticker. You might be really into vintage stuff or like the old-fashioned ways of things. It has like, it reminds me of the 1950s or 40s. And this vintage like retro writing, like a retro kind of vibe. This looks like a important friendship or partnership that you have there going on, or soulmate tie in life. And these are your cards. So the cards that I'm using is the really cute nostalgic Halloween tarot. This gives me very much 1990s vibes. It's by US Games Inc. and Kipling West. It's super adorable, and we're using that today. Stay tuned at the end because we're going to do a little bit of fun 8 ball for like a question. It is all for entertainment purposes only. Please use your discernment. So first card we have is, you have Justice card. So if this is not about legal situations, it's also about really trying to treat fairly yourself and other people. Um, Again, the owl reminds me of using your own wisdom with regards to how to approach a situation, and the caution with like danger and like mischievousness. It could be the black crow or raven. The pumpkin is like a farmer. It's like weighing his options here. You got some little monster heads, and then a rat, and the cat. I'm not sure if this is grass at the bottom or flames. But we looks like it has a voodoo doll here. It's really busy here. Then you have a bat. So you might have a lot of things going on, and it's kind of like finding a balance with what to prioritize first. There might be two very important things, or two important people, or things you have to balance, or goals or dreams, or um a decision that you might have to do or face, that you have to try to be as fair as you can, and also to yourself as well, which might be very hard to do. So this is a lesson in that, fairness, justice, integrity. Could also be not just legal obligations. This could also be dealing with marriage sometimes, or partnerships. We have the Queen of Bats. So this is really being very clear and direct with what you want and what you desire, what you need. Because some people are, just internalize it with themselves, and that's not going to help, the other person, whoever you're dealing with, or the world or the universe, to hear what is it that you really need. And the bat here seems to be consorting with the queen. So make sure once you know what you want, to be able to communicate it clearly, and it's not muddled. This moth underneath here reminds me of some kind of transformation that's going through with your thoughts. This moon smiling down on the queen is like, once you know what you want to say or what you want, make a strategy or plan in order to carry it out, and be really concise, because sometimes some people will beat around the bush. They will not get straight to the point, and this is very much a straight to the point, not always cutthroat, but it's just like very, very concise. Clear, concise communication. So it's either you're going to be doing that, or needing to do that, or someone will do that to you. Cutting off any kind of negative ties. For example, if someone is very much imbalanced in your life, so you might have to minimize or communicate this to them, and if they cannot understand that, you might have to cut ties with them. This third card we have is Two of Ghosts. So this is like a soulful connection, whether in this realm or in the astral realm. You do have the angel cat here watching over, and then the snake here reminds me kind of like healing. So you might be healing some kind of union, partnership, or even if you've been away from someone already, or like they passed away, or they moved away, something like that, or you moved on with other people. It's something like you learn something from the situation, and to just kind of understand that we all have soul ties, even to our not just our partners, but even with our family that we choose in this lifetime and who we interact with. There are always these invisible ties that tie us to each other, and we're always constantly learning. If not about ourselves, we're learning about others and how to deal with the world, and it's much harder than it really seems. With the stars, it kind of reminds me that, to always have hope in your situation, even though it might be dark and dim outside, or in your current situation, that there's always going to be some kind of support there for you. If not in the physical sense, there's also in the like invisible realm sense. There's always this support or team that you have around you, that you are not alone in healing any kind of trauma or current traumas, and that doing the best we can. And when you make a soul connection, you can just feel it. So it's kind of like being your own best friend, as well as coming through and being very clear with yourself what you can and cannot take, what you feel is fair, not fair in your life. Because sometimes a lot of unfair things happen to good people, and just knowing that, at the end, we are all interconnected. And when you heal something in your life, you're also healing other people around you, unknowingly. Some people's presence are just healing when they come in to a room or pass by. Like they just have like a very kind of healing presence or a voice. And to listen to your own voice as well. Your own voice is super important, and that there's people and allies here that are here to boost you up, to lift you up from, you know, if you feel like very down or low or not in the best place in your life. Okay, so that's pile number 3. And for pile number 3 as well, we're gonna do a little 8 ball. So if you have a question in your mind, this is just for entertainment purposes only. Let's take a look. All right, it says, sorry, there's a lot of bubbles. I shook it too much. I think it says sleep it off. Can you see it? Sleep on it. So if you're trying to make a decision, maybe you need to sleep on it to see if you need to change your mind, or sleep on it until you get a clear green light onto doing what you need to do or want to do, to not go in unprepared, possibly, to make sure that you communicate what you need to yourself or to those around you, and to ensure whether or not you are being treated fairly, or if other people are treating you fairly, in that regard. So make sure that it's kind of like a balanced transaction. Thank you, Pile 3. That's it for today. I will try to see if I remember to put the timestamps below. But thank you for checking out my YouTube. You can also check out my other stuff. I have a link tree. I'm not sure if I posted that in my bio. But I hope you have a spooky October if I don't get to you guys by Halloween. Bye, guys.